Alright. Ah. I apologize. Apparently we just, Oh. Huh.
Can a death at night even be But Mr. Shram was no similar case.
You said... Huh.
After the deceased Shram left, there was one less victim last night.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a reasonable conclusion, considering the only variable that changed. The number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of dead among us.
Yeah.
That's your theory, right?
Exactly. We identified Mr. Shram, and the night after he left, the death toll dropped from 2 to 1. By that logic, there must be one more dead person left among us.
Another one?
You don't have any pupils.
Having an extra person was definitely a cause for alarm, but being one person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the middle of the show, or made it out before the storm hit.
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, it's just at the time.
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick to dismiss Odette's concerns.
Yep.
What is this about? What have you two been getting up to behind my back?
Oh, nothing.
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping from the rest of us.
You're dead.
I'm the dead person? Wow, that's...
He's a Zambi! Zambi!
Odette and I talked about it yesterday.
He's a Zambi, that's what he
It
is.
wasn't possible, so we left it at that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached the same conclusion.
Well, now your
Let me just try and
bodyguard
verify
is dead.
I just scoured my memories trying to think back to the afternoon Miss Odette mentioned, but I honestly have no recollection of dying. That's where I'm different than Mr. Shram.
Well, it could have been a lab accident. You are working with, I don't know, radioactive materials.
I also find it
What you
hard
gonna
to
do is
believe
something
he
on the
could be the
memory.
other dead person among us.
Well, if it isn't Mitya, then who?
Oh no, we gotta vote.
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before all this?
No, never.
Now, just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You can't just randomly point a
You're
finger at
dead,
anyone you
Mitya.
want.
You're a
You're in
Zambi.
the hot seat, and all of a sudden you want to divert our suspicions onto somebody else?
Trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people, and I've had enough of it. If you don't want to engage in a civil discussion, you can shut up.
Little brat!
Did Mitya ask about Tonya because he suspects her? I suppose I only identified her by age, and nothing else. Could that mean...
I'm just saying, you're going around casting suspicion on people for no reason. How could Tonya be dead? I can vouch for her if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's the sister of that Harbinger, isn't she? The one called Child.
Oh,
Yes.
really? You're telling the truth?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically. Does Chuganov actually know her?
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. Miss Odette, could you go over that afternoon with me one more time? when you found
Where
me
is
dead.
Tonya?
No problem.
Where is she? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tick tock, tick.
Huh. No matter how hard I try, I just can't remember anything about dying.
Of
Miss
course.
Janitza, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was hindering the progress of your
Yeah, it's radiation
experiments.
poisoning. One of the
You thought
symptoms
they were
is
just
memory
under too much
loss.
Right.
It can
And
affect
even though
all
I don't
sorts of
remember
things.
dying that day, I'm pretty sure
Like,
I
radiation
experienced
does
something
horrible
like amnesia.
things.
Some of my
You
memories from
literally
that
have the
afternoon
atom on you.
are missing.
And I think Saturn.
Are you suggesting you're missing the memory of your...
Of course. How am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily aware of their own death.
Oh, shut up,
You mean
Einstein.
being silently assassinated, or dying in your sleep. Situations like that?
The researcher's amnesia. Suddenly it all makes sense. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough on a
Oh
series
my
of issues that
God.
have been troubling me for quite
That's
some
not
time.
helping us right now, you goddamn egghead.
All right. It's decided then. I'll be the one to leave today.
Oh, leave? Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you rushing into this?
He's
What if
dead.
you're
He's
wrong?
a zombie.
Hey, with your
Be
life.
lucky he hasn't eaten you, cracked your skull open like a coconut to
Kid,
suck up your
aren't
gray
you gonna
matter.
fight for your life? This seems like a rash decision.
You can shut
I
up,
have
old
other
man.
reasons beyond what's been discussed. In fact, thinking back, I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my research popped into my mind. But then, my train of thought suddenly cut off. I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes. I guess that must be another instance of temporary amnesia.
He's a zombie.
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. You're suggesting that each instance of temporary amnesia is a death, right? There's
Yes.
a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no? How can one person die so many times?
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or in a similar state. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the deceased, does it not?
But
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. So allow me, as a scientist, to treat this as an experiment. Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the theater will be a relief for me. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well, apparently you've all witnessed my resurrection recently anyway. Who's to say I won't return from the dead again this time?
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now. I think he's deliberately downplaying the gravity of the situation, though. He probably doesn't want to burden everyone.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment after experiment in an attempt to obtain the truth? With this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia, we've been paralyzed by not knowing and powerless to do anything about it. It's a terrible feeling. But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this. Just you wait.
Alright, don't worry. Oh god. You, dead girl.
Poor Mr. Mitya. I didn't even get to see him one last time.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it. It was a hard thing to watch.
I hate goodbyes. Why does
Aw.
it feel like everyone around me is slowly disappearing? Not just in here, I mean. In the outside world, too.
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, everyone has to face it alone. Come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up. You could
That's
take it a step
terrifying.
further and say that the same is true outside, too. Who can ever be 100% sure when they... If I make it out of here,
Without regrets. I feel like a strange sense of anxiety has been quietly growing inside me over the last 2 days.
Are you okay? You look really glum.
if something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here now. After everything we've been through, what's the point in keeping things bottled up?
I have a travel companion named Paimon. Alosha and Odette have met her before. She's been feeling unwell recently.
You're worried about her, aren't you? That makes sense. We've been trapped in here for days.
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything that happens from the sidelines. Maybe it's because I'm a descender.
A descender?
But with Paimon by my side, over time, I slowly felt my connection to this world growing stronger. She loves eating, sleeping, and having fun, but she's also a great guide. It's her authenticity that makes this whole world feel more real for me. Over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering, what would Paimon say if she were here right now? But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already moved on, and I'm still in my own little world. I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but I really miss Paimon. I guess, in a way, she means the whole world to me.
I bet she misses you when you're not there as well. Maybe you're her entire world too.
I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnograd in droves, I also felt like the whole world was suddenly empty. I could be surrounded by people all smiling and having fun, and still feel completely separate from it. So, I totally understand how you feel. Later on, I started to think, maybe accepting the fact that our loved ones won't always be with us is something that takes a lifetime. All we can do is cherish their companionship from moment to moment. So, once we get out of here, you better hurry back to our side as fast as you can. You can't let your story end in regret. That's the trope I hate the most.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
But Vodyanitsa, if you...
That's just the choice I made. Like I said before, singing our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. But does a story exist? So I made the choice to stay.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime?
A fan after my own heart. Thank you, Tonya.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that one before. I feel like I can hear a sense of longing somehow. I wonder why that is.
Color me impressed, Tonya. You're a keen listener. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I didn't think you'd be able to pick up on such specific details.
So, what's the song about then? Come on, tell me!
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It's not meant for the stage. It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more."
Kind of like
No
a
wonder I
requiem.
could hear that sense of longing. You sing it for loved ones who have passed away. I hope it reaches them.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're not well. We should all turn in early.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. Anything for my #1 fan.
Once I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back. But I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodia Needs Us sing again. Before I fall asleep, I should cherish this moment of companionship while it lasts.
Aww.
Where am I? It's so dark in here, and I feel kind of dizzy. Huh? What was that noise?
Oh shit! What the hell is that then?
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection.
Huh?
I'm alive?
Huh?
What just happened?
No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch.
The
We need
switch?
to bring back the light.
The light. The hell is this woman talking about?
All right, we're safe.
Night
The spirit
prayer?
just now is, sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again.
You really
Yep.
killed me?
Luckily, I was here to resurrect you.
A bit more than a bummer, I'd say.
Sure I do. I'm your guardian spirit after all. I
Hell?
specialize in soul recall.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
All right, there's no time to waste. We need
Oh.
to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you. Look out! The next switch is over there.
Black mist is rising. Okay. Okay. Oh, a train car. L? Oh, fuck. Wrong. Train car? Oh god. Oh. Oh god, I don't like.
No! Night Prayer is here too! This can't be the only path. Let's head up there and take a look. The switch is just up ahead! Hurry! It's too dark. We're... Traveler! I won't let you die like...
Yep, can't let.
No, it's not permanent. Dying is definite.
Great.
Yeah.
Time for you to get...
What about you?
I can't. I've already been... The
You
guardian
stop.
spirit skills are fine. I might not look any different. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything.
But
Go. Ne-
Oh no. Bodenitsa is dead. Oh. Joy.
Odianitsa! How could this happen? Odianitsa!
Well, I guess there's no need to inspect the body.
Oh god. Seems to resound. Oh god. Prima Donna. Oh god.
This wasn't supposed to happen. You lied to us, didn't you, Chuganov? You've
Chuganov.
been lying from the start.
Whoa, whoa.
Take a long, hard look at yourself before you go around accusing other people. I suspected you on day one, Lilac, and now look where we are. By some strange coincidence, you've never been targeted. You just happen to have survived this long? No, you should be the prime suspect.
Oh, come on.
And you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on the sidelines. Yet you were the one who stopped us from leaving from the start. Why are you trying to keep us here?
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. That's either a sign of anxiety or a
I don't know,
guilty conscience.
Aloysia. People are dropping dead
Where's
like
all this
flies. I'd
passion
be
and
pretty
bravado
nervous.
before.
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it on. You think I'm afraid to die after all this? You want to kill me? Go ahead.
He's got a gun.
I'd like to see you try.
after all the trauma of the past few days, everyone's been pushed to the breaking point. Valeria and Mitya aren't here anymore. But first, I need to think this through.
Oh,
Of those who remain, the only person people are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, but Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's...
yes. He's got consumption.
Tonya, how's Tus... Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home.
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining.
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking about. That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelik, I noticed you were home alone. But thinking back on it now...
Even that was a lie?
Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm?
The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once. He agreed. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside.
Oh, Tonya.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere. So I guessed he'd already left. But there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and...
Tonya...
Yeah, I know. I understand now. After all of that...
Oh, God.
It turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I'm sorry, everyone.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it? Didn't that ever strike you as odd over the last few days?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook. When we escaped from the hospital, our family and the hospital security were looking everywhere for us. So when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, and called me Tonya, I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know.
At least your memory of death isn't painful.
Well, no, consumption, oh God, is
now
not a fun way to
turn,
go.
Chuganov.
You're right. I was, and yes, I was lying about my family too. The truth of the matter is, I lost them a long time ago. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, as in Iskra Manufacturing Plant. She also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old. If she were still alive today, after Iskra passed. My wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. One day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know.
No, the man's clearly suffering from psychological induced psychosis.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, combined with her various symptoms, I suddenly understood everything. The snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. But the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight. It turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions. That was the final straw for me. So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough. Poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So
consumption.
You projected your daughter onto her?
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead. What did you hope to achieve by protecting her?
Some semblance of normalcy.
I just don't believe in your crackpot theories. Nor do I approve of your actions. How can you just declare a living person dead and throw them out into that snowstorm? Nitia's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now it's Tonya's turn, isn't it? The others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, here she is. I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, the very moment it stops, I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm before I have the chance to cure her.
He's dead, Chuganov.
Not again. Not this time. Not when the cure is right within our grasp.
Mr. Chuganov, stop.
The ley lines will kill all of us.
By the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night before last, right? I really liked Mr. Valeri, Mr. Mitya, and Miss Vodyanitsa. And now they're all dead because of me. I'm not happy about that.
No.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. Despite all the bad things that kept happening, I got to meet so many interesting people since the day I
There's
escaped
over
that
like
hospital until now.
9 dead
I'm
bodies
very
here.
fond of you all. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov. It's them that you owe an apology to, sir. Not me. Well then, I suppose this is it.
You're leaving already?
No My name is Patoshka. It was nice meeting you all.
Feels strange that we're only being properly introduced now that it's time to say
Better
goodbye.
late than never.
Patoshka.
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you
Let me leave.
In your dreams. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded.
Uh-oh.
Once we're out of here, Lelik will personally give you a taste of every last one.
Oh, come on. You can't waterboard the man. Oh god, it's gonna be...
I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know, this storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by now.
Maybe this is the heat death of the
Wait.
universe?
We finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater today. Maybe let's at least try to
Oh,
enjoy
shut
tonight.
up! Shut up,
Fair
Snow
enough.
Twink.
I don't particularly feel like dying in Chuganov's company anyway.
And yet you won't let me die.
Hey, Chuganov, on a serious note, if we do make it out of here, you should close down that factory of yours. A lot of people are freezing thanks to you.
Is this really the time to be discussing my factory? All right, fine.
Eh?
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand.
Should we open the door?
Is this it? If the last few days are whatever lies beyond that door at this
Open the fucking door! Oh, Monty. Let me out of this blasted theater. Zombie! It's a zombie!
Hey everyone, I'm back.
How are you doing?
It's a
Feeling
zombie.
Any better?
It's a zombie.
Much. Let me see. Vodyanitsa died last night.
Not Tonya. Patoshka.
First, tell us how you made it back.
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away.
No
And
blindness.
suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just...
We're in a pocket dimension. Ah, I'm familiar with these.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us."
That must have been Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead.
Huh. No kidding. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like... this was a... I don't know how else to describe it, except to say, and as for the Requiem,
Huh.
if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, but I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there.
You don't seem any different to me either.
Huh.
In fact, this is both Shram and Patoshka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls...
This raises a truly terrible thought. Is that...
Uh-oh.
Mitya's soul was summoned back by the... Of course. If even the long deceased, then maybe we've all been dead for...
Yes.
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the... It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out... Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Death was
Yes.
nearer than we wanted to think all along.
So all our attempts to survive.
Hard to say. At the very least, we hoped 2 lost souls find Claire. The presence of those 2 is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days?
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the lost souls now? Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after all these days.
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all.
Am I really dead? No, that's impossible.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How exactly did we die in the real world?
Not even knowing how we died is preposterous. Good grief. Surely there has to be some reason.
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death, the exact moment I died, the root of all of this.
What happened?
Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw some...
What was it?
I can't remember. And I think I lost my notebook and pen.
Mitya, your hand. Is that blood on your fingers?
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen?
Buddy, that's blush.
What the...
Huh?
I guess... this was what I saw. What's wrong? Do you recognize...
It's... Renova. The ruler of death.
Huh?
Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me about? It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation of someone familiar, and as soon as you recognize his face, your life is over.
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim Reaper in this story refers to the ruler of death you mentioned?
That's right.
Of a
In
presence.
which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here disguised in a familiar...
Death, the deceased, and the Grim Reaper? When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was the whole intention.
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us.
By that logic, the... Identifying the Grim Reaper is a... Identifying the Grim... Identifying the Grim Reaper... Identifying the Grim...
Holy shit.
No doubt about it. Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days...
Ew. I knew it was always
you,
the...
Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report.
So? Surely you can't suspect me based on that alone. What if someone else found the investigation report first?
There's no denying it.
That's not all. I've also noticed that although on the surface, looking back now, even though you didn't say much,
What do you mean?
you were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that we all sleep in the same place. And earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming...
He still won't admit it.
The biggest question I have right now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha, then where's the real Alosha?
He's a zombie!
When did they...
That's right. Right at the start. Before any victims had even a...
You.
When all this began, right after the performance ended, and it wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that, when Demoff walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Right. So Mr. Demov was the first victim, not Sobolova and Torgov.
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all.
Not bad. Well, since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act
Oh,
anymore.
God.
Alosha?
You're the Grim Reaper?
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death. Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two deceased, and even sensed my presence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night. Were they your doing?
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, the ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night, they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Here, take a look.
What are you doing?
That takes care of today's two. Don't get so worked up. You are already dead.
Oh,
And
what the
yourself must
fuck,
return
lady?
to the ley lines.
I know we're already dead. You murdered us, didn't you?
Murdered?
No.
No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder. You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. You cursed us? When? And why would you do such a thing?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why. If you must have an answer, know that death comes simply because one's time has come.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with me. Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for you?
Yeah.
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries. After the physical body dies,
Yes.
the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death to be considered complete. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar. You must
Lovely.
also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creations. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree. This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their chance for good. Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the authorities of either.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya is sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with?
Yeah.
Why hide among us in the form of Alosha?
You seek to understand the mind of a god.
Boredom?
Very well. I'll tell you. This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so
boredom.
defiant in the face of
The
death.
worst thing ever
No.
created.
Can't say I...
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have about gods.
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here has been. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done, right?
That's a rather unique perspective for
Yes.
a human. You are in fact correct. There is a pain point in this case. Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible for me to ferry all your souls at once. Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to futile resistance. And there was a risk that any souls who chose to run would disappear. Then there was the issue of the 2 lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that quandary was all part of my design.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths. Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines.
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most terrifying form.
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Anyway, giving psychological counseling to lost souls is not my strong suit.
Well, that's why you hired
It is
Dr.
more of
Phil.
an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easier to leave the bomb defusal to you.
Oh, well, that's
Meanwhile,
very...
of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. As both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger, all I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grim Reaper. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive each day. It's 2, isn't it?
That much is obvious.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take in... Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoff walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun. Alosha was the second to during this process. During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm. The ley lines Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same. The the deaths of Coolish and Rampant. Unexplainable phenomena are...
So how many days does it have to be?
Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. We thought it was all over, but
Then...
Mr. Schramm realized a lot happened today.
Day 5. It should be...
The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. No. Although Mitya did indeed walk the void in the ley lines.
Yes.
Vodyanitsa was... As it happened, but the girl I thought, come to think of it, Patap and Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's, looking back, No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us.
Oh.
Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls. In fact, everyone was already dead now. Only... That covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it?
The water imp's song threw things off a little, but it is of no consequence. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned...
That just leaves you, traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will. For a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules, your death can only be brought through the most violent of me. I have no interest in involving myself with descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing.
One last question then.
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
I mean, that is
Oh, you've
her
made
job.
that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
Losha's own power.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change anything. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
Feathers. Always watching.
How are you holding up, Odette?
What happened to me?
How much do you remember?
What do you mean? Is the performance over?
Has Odette already forgotten? Mitya?
Oh,
Don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. Just with one catch.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything.
Could this be the reason? You said this is the ruler of death's symbol, right?
I don't see anything there.
You don't? Huh. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul?
Oh, that's disturbing.
What about you, though? The ruler of death mentioned that you're...
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's figure out what we've learned. The first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it.
They say that right before death...
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, this also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among those unaware of the truth. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are...
It's your energy.
Nothing else.
Right. This time...
Because you're trying to shoot that thing, that Celestia, down from the sky.
Come to think of it, I can't remember what it was, but... sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up...
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitya's friends. Yet, you two seem very familiar with each other. And, by the way...
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the theater in one place?
Something odd has happened. Quite strange.
So, Chuganov really is going to shut down the factory. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the after... Agreed. Let's check in on her first.
Alright. We will check on Paimon later. Because I think this is where we are going to leave it off here for tonight. So... Special thanks to all of y'all for watching, and if you like this channel and this kind of content, please leave a like, follow, comment, and subscribe. Now it's a bit of the action, and I thank each and every one of you for watching, and now I'll see you again tomorrow for another round of exciting episodes. So, Con.